we are more than excited to give it to you. Please be sure to call back Friday at 9 p.m. Sir DJ Corrupt will be in and available to take the call. Thank you.
Fridays at 9 o'clock with DJ Corrupt right here on K-100 Radio. Tune in.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K-100 Radio.
Thank you.
Fridays at 9 o'clock with DJ Corrupt right here on K-100 Radio. Tune in.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive
All right.
interview.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Shots are fired. Yeah. Let's get it, man.
Elizabeth looked like they didn't make it, fam. Kill.
All right. K-100 Radio, we're live right now. Welcome everybody to the broadcast. 347-934-0966. That's the number to dial to the show. 347-934-0966. That's the number to dial to the show. We're live here for another direct line interview on K-100 Radio. Welcome, 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 welcome. If you're listening to us live right now on the K-100 Radio app, we appreciate it. If you listen to us live right now on the TuneIn mobile app, we appreciate it. If you're watching this after the fact on SoundCloud or listening to it via YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to the channels and follow the SoundCloud account. All right. This is another direct line interview on K-100 Radio. This is where we chop it up with our special guest artists. Today we've got more than artists. We've got artists and authors on today's show on K-100 Radio. And it's a trifecta, so we're going to be here for a minute. All right? So let's go ahead and get into it.
You are tuned into K-100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
K-100, you bastards.
Let's go ahead and set this thing off. Our first guest today, all right? We chopping it up with the homie 7A. 7A done. 7A, what's going on, bro?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me, man.
Of course, welcome to the show. What's good with you, fam?
Ain't too much, man. Just grinding, putting in work, trying to
Absolutely.
come up.
Well, I'm gonna pause the music real quick. Go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience right now on K-100 Radio, if you don't mind. You got it.
Hiya. Man, it's 7A Don, representing the DMV. I'm a rap artist. Coming on the show. K-100, trying to let y'all hear some of my work, see how y'all feel about it.
All right, man. Welcome to the show, man. Representing the DMV. You know, every time I talk to someone from the DMV, bro, like an artist from the DMV, I always ask them, like, break down exactly, you know, where are they at, like, exactly, like, part of DMV. Because sometimes people be like, I've had artists come on here and tell me about the DMV, and they say, well, the DMV really don't include, like, Maryland or some shit. I don't know. What are you from, D.C.? What part of, like, what all of that encompass when you say the DMV? Because some artists always, I've had a couple people come through and they have different opinion of what it actually includes. Where you at?
I'm in Maryland. So the part of DMV I'm from is Maryland. My name is 7A Don. The 7A is actually my exit off the Beltway. So that's where I get that from, 7A. And then and Don is just a family name that my family called me and my mother always called me that. So I just put them together. And that's how I got my name, 7A Don.
All right. I get it now. I was wondering about that too. Every time I would look at the promo and look at the name, I'd just be like, I wonder what the hell that means. I was gonna get to that, but you beat me to it. So okay, now that we got that out of the way, you feel me saying? So tell me about the grind, man. Tell us about what you got going on real quick. New projects out. You've actually been a part of our Ill or Kill segment and made it through that. Congratulations on that, because that shit ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, I was happy about that. You know what I'm saying? I had never been on the Ill and Kill before, so I was happy to be on there. I got a lot of positive feedback off of the show, man. I was happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, people talk about, but Ill or Kill is just not it's a fair show, but it's not always, you know, easy for people to get past it because it's just so many different people from different places that like different kinds of music. So if you actually can get all those people to buy into it, then that's what's up. You feel me? But tell us about everything you got going on.
So right now, I got a couple singles out right now. You can, wherever you go to look for your music, you can search me, 7A Don. I got a single out right now called Everything You Need, produced by Masquerade Beats. So if you get a chance to check that out, it's definitely a dope single. I got another single out right now too. I'm pushing 2 of them right now. The other single called Pretty Things by 7A Don Don, produced by Digital Beats.
All right, and shout out to you for shouting out the producers, man. You know, it's been a lot of back and forth going on with producers right now. We had a producer segment. A lot of producers are feeling kind of way because cats don't be shouting them out. So big up to you for shouting out the producers. I don't know them, but big ups to them.
No doubt, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, no doubt. I was tuned in yesterday on the producer segment, and I was listening to Corey Mo. When Corey Mo was talking about how the leasing beats thing came about and how he don't really do that, but I understood what he was saying. But as an artist on my end, it's beneficial for me. You know what I mean? As long as I go through that contract and the contract tell me I got unlimited digital sales, unlimited radio spend, and stuff like that, I can get me a beat for $100 and use that to my advantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I guess like you said, for on your end, obviously it would be good, and I guess it would be good. Like I said, you know, when it comes down to that there.
Because right now, actually, I'm not in a position where I can go get a Corey Mo beat or a Willa Fool beat and just go like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta go with how I can make it happen right now on my way up, just grinding, and that works out for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I just think I think that as long as it's a clear understanding that that's not an exclusive beat, you don't own the beat. If it take off, everybody wins, because I'm pretty sure in the contract it says they still own their publishing and all that anyway. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, if it takes off, you still gonna have to break bread or get sued, I guess. You know what I'm saying? You got some background noise going on in the background. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of loud, wherever it's at.
I'm gonna try to step out real quick where I'm at. But so like especially on some of them on the contracts that I deal with on there, they pretty much it's all me until unless they go into like a movie or something like that. Then we gotta go back and then we're gonna have to split it 50-50. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, again, what they were saying on the producer. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, yesterday on K-100 Radio we had a producer segment, and I'm glad you tuned in because it opened up some conversation that we can have with independent artists. We had a producer segment. We had Corey Mo. We had Casey Graham. We had Willa Fool. DJ Monte was scheduled. Something came up, so we didn't. But it was still a great show, even with those three. We talked about a lot of stuff. And one of the things we talked about was independent artists and the way they lease beats and their relationship with up-and-coming independent producers. You know what I'm saying? The relationship guys have is already like a given that the relationship between the independent artist and the DJ has soured over the years. But really, that's not the independent artist's fault. A lot of DJs just mad they got fucked over by the big-time labels and artists and didn't get their shine. They've taken it out on the indies. But be that as it may, you know what I'm saying? We were talking about that we had that conversation, and 7A says, like most independent artists like himself, it benefits him to do leasing. And I'm not against it if you could get a dope beat for the low, cool. But on that segment, we was talking about it from a producer standpoint. And I definitely understand why on the producer side, that may not be the best business idea. You feel what I'm saying? But for you, what would you do, 7A?
On the artist side.
Go ahead.
Excuse me, what you say?
Well, I was finna say, what would you do? Because I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if you heard about the scenario that happened on K-100 Radio once, where we had two artists on Illa Kill who had bought the same exact beat from a producer, and both of them had recorded songs, went and pressed up CDs, was doing promo for the single, and they both had the same exact beat, and they both were going hard. They both ended up on Illa Kill at the same time. One artist was from Alabama, one was from Atlanta, and they had both bought the same beat. And it was just like, at that moment right there, I was like, okay, maybe the leasing beat thing ain't always the great idea. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't get it exclusive.
Yeah, I feel you.
You feel me? But go ahead.
I feel you, but if you so the thing with me, man, like I ain't even focused on that because I'm a rocket. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I get a beat and you get a beat, you better come with your A game because I'm gonna put my A game on it. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, I ain't tripping off that. You know what I'm saying? But if I get a song, a beat, and I know it's fire, and I know it's a hot track, then I go back to the table and get that exclusive beat. That way I get all the rights. You know what I'm saying? All the rights to it. So with the leasing thing, it's like I'm recording it, I'm feeling it, but I really don't know what it's gonna do. I don't really know yet. But then once I start hearing it and get it really broken down, so I get the tracked out version, so the engineer can go through and really make it crispy. You know what I'm saying? Really make it crispy, and we can really hear what it's gonna sound like. and it give me a better idea as far as when I lease the beat. So, like a couple of these beats right now that I got, especially like the Everything You Need, that's a lease beat that I got. But it's a hot track, man. Hopefully y'all check it out, really vibe with it. But it's a hot track. It's definitely might be one of those beats I might gotta go back to the table and just get the exclusive beat and pay extra money for it. But like I said, right now as an independent artist, I'm not really I really can't buy every beat exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't got the luxury of like how Will the Fool was talking about with him and Future. He wasn't charging Future for none of the beats. You know what I'm saying? Like they was just rocking out like that. He was fucking with them off the strength, and they was just rocking like that. Like right now, I really don't have a producer that I'm rocking with just like that. You know what I'm saying? So right now, leasing the beats is what's working for me. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I'll tell you something that you can offset that with, and it was one of the questions that I meant to that the hidden jewel in what Will the Fool said was, and this is something that we preach all the time to the independent artists. You know, build a relationship with a producer that you fit. You know, get in with a producer like that. Like that's the whole point. Like build a relationship with a producer like that. And if you do, then you'll just be rocking with that guy, and you guys rock out together until the win comes. You feel what I'm saying? And you don't have to worry about it. But if you want something, you know, if you want something that you just hear right then, right now, then you know, if you want to skip the part about building a relationship with the producer, and you just want to get to it, then yeah, do it the way you're doing it. But the hidden jewel in what Will the Fool said was the relationship. Yeah, go ahead.
And it's some producers that I'm rocking with right now that I'm building a relationship with. I got a producer around where I live at now in Maryland called DMV Dr. Dre. I've been rocking with him heavy. I still rock with him, and I got another producer, Doc Phenom. So I'm on the right path. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the right path as to getting there and to make sure I got a in-house producer that I know is just gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fire, and we're just gonna rock like that.
Right, exactly. It was a great conversation. I'm glad you had a chance to tune in, though, and it's great it came up in this conversation. Certified Beats on Instagram Live said they missed the segment. The segment is actually now available on our SoundCloud and our YouTube page, so you can go find it on either one of those outlets. All right, let's get into something else.
You are tuned to K-100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
K-100, you bastards!
We're going to jump into the music in a minute. We got 2 songs we're going to play by 7A. But tell us about, I can't really hear you. You got so much background noise going on wherever you at. But tell me about the grind of being an independent artist up in that particular area, up in the DMV. You know what I'm saying? How are people accepting music right now up there?
Well, I'll tell you about my grind, man. As an artist, I've been rapping for a few years now, but when I first jumped in the game, I wasn't going about it right. My music wasn't registered. I wasn't registered, all that. So I had to get that part correct before I went any further. You know what I mean? But even before that, I had to get my personal life on track. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure I could provide for my family.
Right.
Before I really jumped out there in the music, and you know what I mean? Like I had to build a strong foundation, and right now in my career, I feel like I built that foundation. I feel like I got all the paperwork as far as registered. I'm registered, all my music registered, all that information right there. So I feel like right now it's just up from here. That's how I feel, you know what I mean? And just keep grinding.
Well, it's important that you mentioned that. A lot of people, I think, I say it over and over again when you're an independent artist, and that's what we built. We built this particular platform because, like you said, you're not in a position to get on the Breakfast Club, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they're not even going to invite you. You can't even get in the door. You feel me? And so we created this whole platform with the direct line interviews and all that as a way to help independent artists be able to get some interviews and be able to tell their story in an interview setting, you feel me, without having to necessarily drive out of town or anything like that. So that's why we created this. With that being said, everybody often misses how hard it is. It's hard to be an artist, period. Like, it's hard to create music for a living, period. But when you're an independent artist and you have to basically be Superman, like literally Clark Kent / Superman, like literally live a double life and be like this person that has to take care of bills, if you have kids, family, and all that, hopefully you're taking care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? And then find time to be an artist. It's literally Clark Kent Superman without the superpowers. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's like you got to be You got to
Yes,
be
sir.
Superman, but you can't fly. You got to take the Uber to get to save the lady. You know, the cat in the tree or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like really super hard
Yes,
to be
sir.
an independent artist. So I always commend the artists who have the drive to be independent artists, because that shows a lot, because you're doing all this shit without the accolades. You feel what I'm saying? You're doing all this without all the glamour and glitz that come with being an artist. You know what I'm saying? And it's really hard. So salute to you on that, because a lot of times, more often than not, I'll tell you, 7A, I meet artists who fall off because of some shit that's going wrong in their personal life, more so than their professional career as an artist or their pursuit of their career. You feel what I'm saying? Something goes wrong
No doubt, man.
in
No
their
doubt.
personal life. So, you know, if you get your personal life together, you got to make sure that you got that balance, man. Because if that personal life is all off, you're going to end up falling to the wayside on a professional level anyway. You feel me? You know.
Hey, no doubt, man. That's 100 right there, man. You know what I mean? Like, Rocco got a song called "Balance It All Out," man. He explained that perfect on that song, man. Like, you gotta be able to balance it out. If you giving too much to one, man, like your personal life, man, is important, man. You gotta be there. Like, I'm there for my kids. I'm married. I got a wife. You know what I'm saying? So it was important for me to really build that foundation first. You know what I mean? Because I did it the other way before, and it put my whole little career I had going on to a halt. Because my things that I had going on in my personal life, you know what I'm saying? So I had to stop with the music. And that's when I really had to tell myself and focus, like, look, man, I can do the music, but I got to get myself, my house, my family straight first. Once I got that straight, now I can pursue the music and really go about it the way I'm supposed to go about it, to really do something with the music, you know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. And like I tell, and all the time, man, it's like, listen, people be like, you got to go hard, team no sleep. You feel me? You got to sacrifice. You got to give everything up. Don't get me wrong. There's levels of commitment that you have to do to be an independent artist. You will sacrifice, but it'll be, you don't sacrifice your family. You feel me? You sacrifice that new pair of Jordans, and instead put it into your budget for your
Yes, sir.
project. You feel me? You sacrifice that night at the club that you really ain't performing, or you ain't got no real reason to be there unless you're going to network with a DJ. You don't go out. You feel me? You don't eat out as much. Maybe you cook in. You feel me? You know, there's other ways to sacrifice. Maybe you don't
Exactly.
get that Benz that you probably could afford the payment. You feel me? But you could get the Hyundai or the Kia right now, and then take some of that other extra money and put it into your career, into your budget. Those are the kind of sacrifices. But missing everything, missing your kid's whole life, and you ain't even getting paid for it yet, I personally wouldn't suggest it. But some people say if you don't do it that way, you'll never make it. I beg to differ. I've seen people balance it out, and those are the ones that don't end up crashing and burning after the first hit, or they don't end up getting on drugs, and you know what I'm saying, like, end up being on Unsung, on some crazy wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, those are the
I
ones
feel
who
you,
make
man.
it. You feel me? Yeah, definitely.
I feel you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there is important, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially with a youngin' stepping into the game and just thinking like, boom, 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 this shit gonna happen overnight, this and that, man. You gonna mess a lot of stuff up in your personal life just thinking it's just gonna catch fire and just go like that. You still got to, you got to focus on your personal life too, man, and then you can go from there. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's 100. Everything you're talking about, man.
Absolutely. I want to jump into one of the songs real quick, and we got two songs from you. And I just want to make sure that we have time to make sure we play the music, because that's really what we're here for, to chop it up with 7A, Dun. That's who we are chopping it up with live right now on K-100 Radio. This is a direct live interview representing the DMV, all right? Representing the DMV today over here. So tell me, we got everything you need. We got Pretty Things also, but we want to drop this Everything You Need, right? This is the one that you made it past Illa Kill with. Is this the lead single that you're rocking with right here, Everything You Need?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so tell me about this song.
Everything You Need. The track, man, is really, I made the track talking a lot to my wife, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, just telling her the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in the struggle, man. I was at the bottom looking, scratching, trying to make a way. You know what I'm saying? So it was a point in time where it wasn't pretty, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as my relationship with my wife, it wasn't pretty. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to juggle a lot of things, trying to make a lot of things happen from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much, the song is just pretty much describing where I was at a point in time and where I've evolved to and where I plan on taking it. And it's pretty much me talking to her, but I know it's a lot of people out there that can relate, you know what I'm saying, that can relate the struggle. It's a struggle in it, but I'm not just talking directly about the struggle, but that can relate, wanting to be there for somebody, wanting to give somebody everything they need, but you just ain't got it at the time to do it, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Well, let's check this joint out, man. This is 7A, done. All right, 7A, all right, represents, in case you missed it, represents the exit that he grew up off of, done. All right, so you know what he did there with the name.
Yes, sir.
7A. Do you want people to say the whole name out? Do you want people to just call you 7A for short, or 7A done the whole time? Which one is 7A cool?
You can call me 7A for short. You can call me 7A for short. That's what a lot of people call me around my area. They call me 7A. You know what I mean? And let me plug my social media real quick. Everything on social media is 7A. So on Instagram, I'm 7A_Don. On Twitter, it's 7A Don. And on Facebook, it's spelled out 7, the letter A Don on Facebook.
All right.
So on Twitter, it's the number 7. It's the number 7, the letter A Don. And on Instagram, it's the number 7, the letter A_Don.
All right, and if you're on the Facebook Live, of course, you can see it right there on the screen. All right, let's check this first joint out, man. This is called Everything You Need by 7A. I'm going to say the whole thing. Done. This is K-100 Radio.
You are tuned to K-100 Radio, hip-hop and R&B.
Yeah, man.
Be real life. Everybody got their ups and downs, man. Listen. If I could, girl, I would give you everything you need. You would never wonder where I've been, girl, 'cause you'd be there with me. 7A. Everything you need. Give you everything you need. Give you everything you need. Give you everything you need, girl. Talk to me any kind of way. I'm struggling. I had the ball, but right now, babe, I'm fumbling. I want the best for you. You don't believe that. Call me lazy right now. I don't need that. Try and make $1 out of 15 cents. Fighting, stressing, how we gon' pay the rent? High, staying lit, try and drink the pain away. Feeling less than a man, praying for a better day. You don't understand, you just see a nigga broke. Now you listening to your family starting to play me like a joke. I can't even get mad, 'cause I got a little daughter. Couldn't imagine she was struggling and her man can't support her in the midst of the devil. Still praying to the Lord. Give you everything you need, but that shit I can't afford. Coming up with a plan I can't even tell you about. Even though you dogging me, I ain't gonna leave you out. If I could, girl, I would give you everything you need. You would never wonder where I've been, girl, 'cause you'd be there with me. Everything you need. Everything you need. Everything you need. Everything you need. Everything you need, girl. Everything you need. Everything you need. Everything you need, girl. I was down for a minute, now I'm coming back strong. You know they say you can't keep a good man down long. Motivated by my anger, it get dark out there. Making moves in the silence, I don't bark out there. Got business in my name, about to add 2 more. I'ma be a silent partner, check out what I got in store. Tough love made a man, now I owe my wife a lot. Thought she was trying to break me down, she made me build with what I got. Role model to the boys, my little girl first love. We bout to hang Christmas tree, can't forget the turtle doves. Yesterday was yesterday, let's build on the future. Cupid bring the arrow, girl, it's time for me to shoot you. If I could, girl, I would give
another exclusive interview on K100 Radio.
K-100, you bastards!
All right, we back. K100 Radio. That was 7A. Done. That was everything you need, man. Like I said, when that joint got illed on Illa Kill, I was like, yeah, the vibe of that, it's a dope beat. It had you put some really great lyrics on top of that one. So now that you explained to us what it was and the theme behind the song and the inspiration, it definitely makes a lot more sense. You feel me? That was 7A Done. Everything you need.
Yes,
if you like that joint, make sure you check it out. Follow him on Instagram at 7A Done. All right, make sure if you hear that song and you like it, go check it out, man. Is that available on Spotify and all the digital platforms and stuff like that, iTunes and stuff?
Yes, sir. It's available on all the platforms. So just search 7A Don.
All right.
It's available on all the platforms. Both of these songs that you're about to hear are on all platforms.
All right, so make sure you go support the brother, man. If you was jamming out and you rocking out to that song, man, hey, it don't cost nothing to share a link. If you're already paying for Spotify, you already paying for Spotify. You ain't even giving up no money. You just showing some support for some good music. How hard is that? You dig? Make sure you guys do it. We got one more song, and we got our next interview coming up. Boy, he's coming up at 5:30. Tell me about this next one, joint. We got pretty things. Break this one down for us, 7A.
Pretty Things, it's just a track I just wanted to get a little lyrical one. Just a track I was vibing to it heavily in the studio. Everything that I'm talking about on the track pretty much explained. It's self-explanatory. Just check it out, man. Everything, Pretty Things by 7A Don, produced by Digital Beat.
All right. Shout out to the producers. I see what you're doing there. You make sure you build that relationship up, bro. And then you ain't got to worry about paying for every track. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got it right. 7A Done. Representing the DMV. This one is called Pretty Things. Let's check it out. This is a direct line interview on K100 Radio. You did?
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
K-100, you bastards!
Pretty things, I pretty things, pretty things, I pretty things, got pretty things, pretty things, pretty things, I pretty things, pretty things, got pretty things, pretty
Future bright like a 3 p.m. sun ray. Money on my mind and a bird on the runway. Take off 3 times, that's amigo. No cutting corners, I'ma eat, that's Alito. All the time to find the things be the prettiest. The more I smoke, the smaller the Philly is. Yeah, that's a notorious line. Have faith in me, baby, give me one more chance. Life's hard, even harder when you stupid. Roller coaster, big drop, then you loop it. Looking for me, I'll be right down the main. Dig a trench, new piece, 7A on the chain. Horse though, you get up, ride the horse again. You hope I lose, but I know I'm built to win. Group tackle, only time we do the games. One thing about me, I'ma keep some pretty things.
pretty things, I pretty things, pretty things, got pretty things, pretty things, pretty things,
Question mark, gotta keep a nigga guessing. Never lose, you just learn yourself a lesson. No frame, leaving room to imaginate. The realest shit, understanding how to deal with fate. Sometimes I impress myself. No handouts, I just help myself. Yeah, it's like the gift be the curse too. Smack it from the back, come here baby, let me birth you. Bear down, I'ma tell him like Jack. Born to die tomorrow, I'ma tell him like Mac. Play with numbers, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm the king, plus I'm back, now you get the 4, 5. Open your eyes, sleep turn you to a dreamer. Wake up on Elm Street with Freddie and the cleaners. Clap your hands, that's a round of applause. I've been doing more better, that's Santa with a cause.
pretty things, pretty things, I pretty things, pretty things, got pretty things, pretty things, pretty things, pretty things, pretty things, I pretty things, pretty things, got pretty things, pretty things, pretty things.
You are tuned to K-100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
K-100, you bastard!
All right, man, we getting ready to wrap this thing up. Yo, that Pretty Things was hot, though. I like both of those joints, man. You got some, yo, you definitely on the right track with the music and everything, 7-8 Don, man. You feel me? One more time before we ride out, man. Tell everybody.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, tell everybody where they can find you, a website, anything, and then we'll get ready to roll out, man. But Pretty Things is dope. Both of those tracks is Chris, man. You might want to go ahead and skin down, man, and go ahead and lock those beats in. I'm just trying to, just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and skin down and roll with
no
those.
doubt, man.
Go ahead.
Hey, look, man, you can check for me on all social media at 7A Don. On Instagram, it's the number 7, the letter A _Don Don. On Twitter, it's at 7A Don, the number 7, the letter A Don. And on Facebook, it's a Facebook fan page. You can do the number 7, the letter A Don. There's one more thing I want to leave y'all with, man. I just want to tell y'all one thing, man. No matter where you at, no matter what's going on in your life, man, don't never stop. Don't never quit, man. Always keep going, man. Keep grinding. You come up out of it, man.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to the homie, man. 7A Don. You dig? Right now, we getting ready to wrap this thing up. You feel me? I appreciate you for rocking with us, man.
Hey, no doubt, man. I appreciate you, man.
All right. We'll get back up with you. And if you're still rocking with everything you need, of course, you know, he made it past Illa Kill, so that joint is in rotation over on K1's radio. So just get the app downloaded, and you'll hear it in the rotation if you're really loving it like that. But make sure you go support the artist directly. Make sure you go do that. All right? All right, bro. Good stuff, all right?
Appreciate it, man.
All right.
Thanks a lot, man.
For sure. If you missed any part of this interview, of course, you know it's going to be on SoundCloud and YouTube. It takes us maybe a day or so, maybe a day to have them over there. So if you missed any parts of it, you can always go check the Facebook Live. But if you missed any parts of this interview, of course, it'll be on our YouTube page and our SoundCloud page. Make sure you subscribe and follow accordingly. All right, we get ready to come right back, take a quick commercial break, and we're coming back up. We got Voorhees next. K1's Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop.